Hey everybody, this is Michael Drummond with the Fat Guys Media Podcast. This week, we're going to hit you up with a few things that are affecting people all over the country. They have yet to make it at our market, but we want to talk today about fare cuts. We've seen them in other cities. I think the latest one we just saw was in Las Vegas, where they started a few weeks ago about $1.80 a mile, and now today they're down to $1.10.
Yeah, like the one that sticks out the most is I think you were mentioning Vegas there. Literally, like they've been in Vegas for about 3 months now, and they started out at about $1.80, and they're down to $1.10. Like that's a big cut.
Yeah.
And you're seeing it pop up. Atlanta just got a fare cut. I'm not sure. There was another city I seen, but like poor Dallas drivers, man. Like I just looked at them this past weekend. It's $1.35 a mile to take an XL in Dallas with shitty traffic, shitty passengers. I don't know if they're shitty passengers, but I can imagine being in a bigger city, you're gonna run into more bad situations than what you would in a smaller market.
I wonder if the tipping though in like Dallas, because people in Dallas typically, I mean, it's not a poor city. I mean, Texas is not a poor state normally, so I wonder if the tipping there is better.
So maybe a little, Southern hospitality, because like my buddy who drives in Chicago gets nothing for tips. Like, if he made, like, $30 in a weekend tips, that was a hell of a week.
Yeah.
Like, in the bigger cities, they just don't tip. I don't know if it's because they're just assholes or what it is. Or it's because with Uber, there's no need to tip.
Oh.
It's a cashless transaction.
Yeah.
Make sure you hit the valet and take care of your waiter and whoever else. The guy who just brought your car 15 feet.
Yeah.
Make sure you give him a 20 spot.
Yeah.
But the guy that's got your life in his hands and is
Or
ferrying you home. No, don't help that guy.
No.
Fuck him.
Or the guy who just drove 20 minutes, who has a warm car, and you're standing out in minus 12 degree weather, and you need a ride, and he came and got you in the snow and ice, and he's going to drive you 30 minutes to where you need to go so you're safe and home with your family, and you're just like, all right, thanks a lot, slams the door and goes away.
Hey, I'm going to get you with those 5 stars. Oh, thanks. I'm going to feed my family.
That's right.
It's going to be a good Christmas.
That's right. No.
But yeah, God. And I think, within the next 4 weeks, I would say a majority of all markets should have another fare cut. Which is just depressing. Selfishly, I hope that they leave like XL and Select alone, but there's a lot of meat on those bones to shave off, so...
Yeah. Well, typically XL hasn't taken the hit that the others. Like in the last rate cut here, we didn't really. I mean, there was a little bit, but it wasn't on our mileage. So it was more on, I think, like the base fee for the ride was cheaper. But I
think it used to be like a minimum $8 to get in.
Yeah.
Now here it's $6, which I imagine this would be my guess if I had from my market. XL's $2 a mile. $6 minimum. I imagine that's going to go to $5, and I imagine the 30-cent minute will go down to about 23 cents, and probably $1.75 a mile. There's profit in that still, but that's like kind of almost to the cutoff,
Well, if it will get rid of the extra 23 XL drivers that are out here on a Tuesday right now.
Well, yeah. Then what'll happen is they'll quit, and then Uber will mass, recruit more drivers. And then instead of 23, you'll have 30.
Yeah,
so
but that means
they'll always restock.
That just means on New Year's Eve, there'll be 23 guys who don't know what the hell they're doing, and then a few of us who are out there who are raking it in. So
right.
I'm good for that either way.